Camden, Jonathan Como from Oakland Roots blog. You're coming into the organization, you're coming into a growing organization, which you kind of did too at San Diego Loyal. Kind of talk about the growth you've seen from an outside perspective of Oakland Roots and now coming into it.
Yeah, I think, in Oakland, the Roots have done it right. They've started from, NISA and lower levels, and they've really, come to the championship and shown that they can be a perennial powerhouse as well. And I think that that's really cool to see. I have some friends that have played for them back in the day when they first were formed, and to be here now and to connect all of those dots is really cool.
And you asked on social media some places to go. I dropped you a list there too.
Yeah.
Where have you checked out? What are you enjoying?
I've only been able to go to one place so far, in Zara, the Ethiopian food.
Yeah.
Really good. Really, really good.
Okay.
Really enjoying it. But I appreciate all the suggestions, and I'm always open to more. I have an active list on my phone. I should have brought it out. So trying to hit everything.
Nice.
So what do you feel your role is going to be this year on the team?
I think my goal is to come in and provide a lot of leadership in whatever position I'm going to play. I've played every position on the field just about except for striker, and I know I can. And I think that along with that, stepping into some sort of leadership role to help lead the team forward. Eclipsed 100 games last year, and so I think that's really good. Just trying to provide that leadership aspect.
A couple of coaches have talked about healthy competition in different positions. How does that help you as a player to practice against good competition?
I think it helps the team in general, right? I think it's so important to have multiple guys in each position that can, really compete, because that drives everyone forward. It pushes me to be my best every day. It pushes everyone around us to, have a winning culture, because that's what it takes to win a championship, right? And I think as a player, personally, it helps me to do all the right things off the field, on the field, crossing my T's and dotting my I's. I think that's really where I see it benefiting the most. And then as a collective, we can all benefit from every individual person doing their best to be a starter.
What kind of dynamics come into play when you come to a new team and you get used to playing, different players?
Right. I think it's great. I think the good thing about coming here is they have a lot of core guys that have stayed, and that foundation is there, and so I can just kind of plug and go, right? And I think that's the benefit. And I think the good thing is the guys have been really receptive to me, and so I've been able to then step into more of a leadership role and help drive that winning culture and everything like that.
You mentioned some friends who played for the Roots back in the day. Who were they? What kind of stuff did they tell you? Share some stories. And when, I don't know, in the kind of wider USL stratosphere, when you say various WhatsApp groups, whatever, you're saying, yeah, I'm joining the Roots. What do people think of the team? What's the general?
I think the general consensus on the team is that it's a great organization. You've got the brand as well as the football, and I think the mesh of it all is something that no other place does, right? This is a unique place that doesn't exist anywhere but Oakland, right? And that's what makes it special. That's why people want to come play for the Roots, for this organization, right? When I said to all my mates back in San Diego that I was going here, they were like, "Oh, I want to try and get there." And so that's a good feeling, right? And I think it's a club that really values those things. I've known players like Ryan Herr and Julio Cervantes. I went to school at UOP in Stockton with both of them. So Julio was with them back in the day, and then Ryan Herr most recently last year. And so just hearing stories about how great this club is, how they're really pushing to grow, is really cool. And I can tell as soon as I walk in. I mean, it's been a beautiful facility, best in the USL. And I walk in, and they're really trying to push the boundaries on how much we do and how we do it as well, right? Including the brand, including the community, is so valuable.
Jordan and Noah mentioned briefly how they envision the defense looking, pushing up, pressing. Describe how we should expect things from the back.
I think that one of my strengths and our strengths of the team is the ability to be aggressive defensively and try and win the ball high up the pitch, right? why sit back and win the ball in your own half when you can win it in their half and go score? Right? You can create overloads. You can create imbalances in a team if you do that. And I think you can see an aggressive behavior to try and win the ball back quickly and keep the ball because you can't score without it.
And there's only so much we can learn about a player through YouTube. How would you describe your game to the fans?
I would say that's a good question. My game is I've got kind of my own style. People kind of perceive me as a little bit casual when not on the ball. I'm a little unorthodox with how I move. I'm long and lanky, so it looks a little bit weird, but I can piece it together. But no, I think that would be my game. Yeah, kind of unorthodox, kind of something that not a lot of people see a lot.
Having gone through happened in San Diego last year, I mean, how do you see the American soccer landscape as a player trying to make a living or doing this?
I think I've been in the USL now. This is my 6th year, right? And the amount of growth in that 6 years has been absolutely astounding, incredible. And I think that every year I see clubs, really pushing the boundaries on what they can do, finding the right investors, being involved in their specific communities, right? You think about the Open Cup games, you think about the league games that are full stadiums, right? I go and I play in a full stadium every week, and that's really cool. And that wasn't necessarily the case maybe 5 years ago, right? The amount of growth has been really, really cool, and I've just been thankful to be a part of it, and I hope to continue to help grow the game of soccer in the community and in the league itself.
As a player with considerable experience at this level, what was your reaction when MLS were opened back with that? What was your reaction?
I was upset. I think that's special. I think that Open Cup is special for so many people, right? It's so special. You look at other countries like England, if a Premier League team were to be like, we're not accepting in the FA Cup, that would be disappointing, right? And I think that the Open Cup provides an opportunity for everyone to participate and for every community to have an opportunity to win a trophy. That's special. That's what football is all about. It's built in the community, by the community. And so giving that option to those people is so important, and I hope that the Open Cup stays strong and continues forever, right? Yeah.